four sets of B&B owners go head-to-head.
High five.
As they check into each other's places
More than 2 nights in here might be a squeeze.
and suss out one another.
I feel as though that I'm being penalised for being such an interesting person.
Today, there's arts and crafts
I think she probably got the least attention span of all the group.
and some morning DIY.
It's a free-for-all, love. You have to do it yourself.
The host with the least, really.
As they battle it out
Of course I like you, but you haven't complained about anything yet.
to be named best value for money.
I think that was a little bit of an insult, really.
The third visit of the week is to Chiswick in West London, where artist Bob Osborne offers a radical experience.
The vibe that I'm trying to create is almost like a 60s ideal of going to stay somewhere that's a little bit funky. You know, there's no real rules as long as you behave yourself.
Those wanting to get down in Bob's pad will find 3 rooms costing up to £60 a night, as well as a communal living room, kitchen, shared bathrooms and a mini art gallery.
There's lots of modern art, there's lots of abstract art. Some of it is by very famous artists, including myself. Generally, the reaction is very favourable.
On the first visit, Bob was joined by girlfriend Georgie.
My name's Gaynor. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, Gaynor. I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Georgie.
And at dinner, Bob revealed his home was not always so cultured.
Did you actually live in a real cave?
Yes, I live in the cave, yeah.
And when it comes to hosting, there's no hope of Bob coming out of his lair.
I don't serve breakfast because I don't like getting up very early in the morning. I run a kind of ship that's based on benign neglect.
With Bob ready to take a back seat, the first guest is sizing up the neighbourhood.
I'll be surprised if Bob's house is as nice as these ones. They'd look absolutely gorgeous.
Gaynor Walker is landlady of the Nateby Inn in Cumbria. And when she hosted first this week,
Hello, welcome to Nateby Inn.
Gaynor found herself in double trouble when Julia put her breakfast skills to the test.
I'd like the light English. And then, will it be all right if I had a pancake with ice cream?
I thought it was a little bit cheeky for Julia to ask for 2 breakfasts, but it didn't throw me that fact that she wanted that.
And today, Gaynor's bracing herself for what Bob has in store.
I'm imagining the worst, OK?
It might be quite nice, but on the other hand, it might be quite awful.
Hoping for the best are Andrew and Claire Ashmore from Ammonite Lodge Guest House in Somerset, who pride themselves on keeping up appearances.
Presentation is 100%, isn't it? If somebody comes in the room and they see that looks beautiful, then they'll say,
It's got to look good.
that looks appetising.
On the previous visit, Bob outlined his thoughts on dressing for the occasion.
It never occurred to me to worry whether I was dressed smartly or not if I'm opening the door to somebody.
Even if they're paying you?
Yeah,
You're offering a service?
And today, Claire has got high hopes for Bob's easygoing approach.
Bob is going to be much more casual, laid back, turn up, answer the door with no shoes on and his tatty jeans and his painty top. It's great. I'm really looking forward to it.
Hey!
Bob!
Hey, this is your room.
Lovely.
The rate for the room is £60.
£60.
£60.
Wow. That's so good for London. Thank you. So what's your first impressions? I cannot believe £60.
With Bob off, the guests can see if at home is where they want to be.
That's it.
Not bad. Nice and firm.
Oh, dear. This is upside down.
I really love this. Really, it's fabulous.
It's very worn. Oh, I've broken it.
Oh, he's got a protector on, so that's all right.
I like this sparkling water. Very nice.
Look, that's proper holes.
Don't make any more holes.
Bathroom.
Vacant. No one in here.
It's a very homely bathroom, isn't it?
Oh, my God. That's minging. I'm not sleeping with that. That's disgusted.
What's this? A plug?
There's a plug.
Oh.
Be fine. Just don't lick the plug. You'll be good.
The light is on.
No signal.
Right, so we're giving up on the TV.
I actually really love the quirky bits he's got in there. It was really, really good.
After a route around the rooms, Andrew's in a huff. Gayna's playing dummy.
It's quite spooky. You feel like somebody's watching you.
And Julia's not down with the pillows. As the bird flies, Chiswick is only a few miles from some of the capital's best-known attractions. But today, artist-in-residence Bob wants everyone to stay at home and make their own entertainment.
You're all going to make a postcard collage this afternoon. You're going to use a pair of scissors, a bit of glue, and you're going to cut something out and have a play with materials.
Excellent.
I was hoping we were going to really go for it, like have a big canvas and go splotching around. I would have really enjoyed that.
Shoot me now.
With Andrew not up for an art attack, it's time for the group to get creative.
When we lived abroad, I used to enjoy
She likes painting.
painting a lot. But since I've come back to run a B&B, I don't do anything.
Claire might be getting stuck in. Julia, meanwhile, isn't finding her cutting edge.
This is the sort of thing that I can't do. It's just fiddly.
I think it's really for children, that sort of thing. It doesn't, you know, I didn't want to do it because it was boring.
My postcard.
Thank you, God. I think Julia was more bored than I was, to be honest with you, hence the sticking on my bald pate.
I think Julia's probably got the least attention span of all the group. She didn't seem to focus, you know, with any degree of concentration on the task in hand.
Yeah, that just gets better and better. Lovely.
Gayna, though, hasn't had to look far for her inspiration.
This is Bob Street, and this is our letterboxes going through London. That's Julia looking at the bedroom. I actually really enjoyed the activity. It's something that I would never have chosen to do, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
As the class draws to a close, Bob has recruited critic Peter Davies to judge who's put their art and soul into it.
Oh, this is a more sort of conventional collage.
It's an autobiographical work.
On things that I like
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Everything is autobiographical,
Yes, it is.
whether we're conscious of it.
It pervades everything we do.
Yeah.
Some of the words I found a bit pretentious because it's not, you know, it's not words I don't really understand.
But there's a good chance Gayna understands Peter's next appraisal.
I can detect a basic talent here.
Basic. Basic.
Basic skills. Sheesh.
She is competitive.
Of a hard sell.
Certainly saved the best till last here, Peter, for you.
Well, so you say immodestly?
Obviously, yeah.
Oh, actually, you're right. I think it is the best.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wins the prize. The reason I go for this as my favourite is that it takes the kind of illusion of the surface out into reality,
Yeah.
out into our,
that's what I was aiming
into
for.
our own space.
It was a fairly lightweight activity, but we had a bit of fun, and I won. Did I mention that?
Thanks, Peter. It was really interesting.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Peter.
But Bob's drawing his own conclusions about his guests.
They're very happy at the moment, but I'm not sure how they're going to cope with someone else being in the shower when they want to have a shower. And of course, breakfast is, you know, going to be a whole different scene from what they're used to.
The third visit of the week is to At Home in Chiswick, London. And as the guests get ready for dinner, some of the group are enjoying the communal spirit. But Graham isn't flushed with enthusiasm about the evening ahead.
It's probably a pop-up restaurant and we all die of botulism tomorrow.
Tonight, Bob is taking everyone to his local Indian restaurant.
Thank you for having me.
Where he's hosting with girlfriend Georgie. And before they plough into the poppadoms, Bob brings up his breakfast offering.
Tuck into the food tonight, ladies and gents, because breakfast in the morning is self-service.
Well, you got to cook your own.
Oh.
You can cook your own. I'm not too great in the morning.
So you just say to everyone, that's fine, help yourself.
Yeah, I just show them, you know, the food in the fridge.
Julia was horrified.
She was.
She was. But then she tried to disguise it by showing interest and I understand and all the rest of it, but I don't think Julia bought into it at all.
Sometimes I'd never see my guests. They go out all day and I don't see them at all.
That's like the perfect guest, isn't it?
For me, that is the perfect scenario because I get paid, I never have to see them.
Oh,
and
amazing.
I never have to do anything for them.
If that works for him, it's fair enough, isn't it?
All back to Shea Bob for some shut-eye.
Can't say I'm too excited about breakfast.
Not really inspired, is it?
Yeah, not at all.
I've covered the pillow with my towel and it smells nice now, so I'm quite happy with that. Are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Yes, dear.
Next morning in Chiswick, and for some, getting a quiet night proved a bit of a challenge.
That's Andy trying to get in the toilet.
A Bobless breakfast, yeah. It's a 5.
OK.
So now we come to the big bugbear. Would you stay here again? We love you, but not enough to